Jon Jones is about to enter the octagon and eat Ciryl Gane alive. In this video, we'll dive deep into both fighters' strengths and weaknesses, and of course, give the final prediction at the very end of this video. Let's jump right into it. So going into Jon Jones, this guy's 35 years old. He's got like 3 fights left in his career. That's what he says. But we can't take anything he says seriously because this guy's a pathological liar. Anyways, he's also 6'4" and he's 80 and he has an 84.5-inch reach. This guy's been built like a heavyweight. He's just been fighting at light heavyweight because of his small calves. I think I even have bigger calves than him. And that's saying a lot because I got the tiniest calves known to man. He's undefeated. He's the youngest champion ever. Yes, I said he's undefeated. He made Matt Hamill blind and deaf. Terrible dark joke, but dark humor, guys. That's why you're here. He's got great cardio and he has all the championship MMA experience that MMA has ever known to man on fucking earth. He's got a great chin. He's taken some nasty licks from, Dominic Reyes, Thiago Santos. Every fighter, he gets hit. He gets hit. And he's going to get hit this fight. Can he take it though? We'll get into it very soon. I think I said he's the best fighter ever. If he wins especially, he's going to be the best fighter ever. So that's why this fight is so exciting. Not just because it's Jon Jones, but just because there's so much on the line. He's undeniable. I'm not the biggest fan of this guy, but I'm just excited to see him back. And he also thinks he's a gift from God. Literally, he says even Khabib's father said the same thing. He's just a gift. But I disagree. I think he came from hell because this guy is just reckless in his life. I don't need to dig into that. You guys have all seen every one of these videos of him.
I hate you.
Getting into the fun part, fuck all that bullshit. He is so diverse in his attacks. He has spinning elbows. He has the best oblique kicks ever in MMA history. He has high kicks. He has axe kicks. He has every kick known to man. He has more kicks in his fights than he has kicks in the UFC 4 video game. He has also submission threats and he has wrestling. He took down DC. This guy is a complete fighter. The most complete fighter we've ever seen. He also has very nasty ground and pound. He's really good at controlling his opponent on the ground. You really see that against Alexander Gustafsson in the rematch fight. Just butchered him. He also has some nasty elbows on the ground as well. He's been bulking up for a while now. He didn't rush it like George St. Pierre against Michael Bisping, all bloated and shit with the protein shakes. And the thing with Jon Jones, you saw it a lot in the Anthony Smith fight, especially. He's always first with the action and he doesn't let his opponents take a break. He's always calculating what he's going to do next. He's taking mental notes about what his opponent does. He's just so smart. And I don't know if I said it, but he has the highest fight IQ I've ever seen in my life. I don't have the highest IQ in general, so I don't really know what that means, but you can just tell this guy's calculated in there. You don't need to be the genius to pick up on that. He's also really tough. That's something people sleep on him for. This guy had his arm hyperextended. It was popping, snap, crackle, and pop. Against Vitor Belfort, it didn't happen. Eventually got, I think it was a Kimura or Americana finish. Now on to Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane. He's 32. He's 11-1. He's 6'4", and he has an 81-inch reach. So Ciryl Gane, he's a big boy. It's Jon Jones. This is going to be the first time in his UFC career where he doesn't have a crazy massive reach advantage over his opponent. Ciryl Gane, he is so dynamic on his feet. It's just so beautiful to watch him fight. He moves like he's 170 pounds. Crescent kick, front kicks, spinning kicks, flying knees, elbows. He has a crazy nasty jab. He's southpaw, but he's really good at switching stances. I didn't mention that about Jon Jones. He also switches stances. I'm definitely not editing that, so we're just going to go with it. And he also has sneaky submissions. That's something people don't know or just don't really talk about a lot with Ciryl Gane. He had an arm triangle choke and he also had a sick heel hook, so good for him. Very dynamic. He's been training jiu-jitsu since he was 13 years old, so he's very well versed on the ground. So the thing with Jon Jones, so there's a lot of questions going into this fight, guys. So one of them is Jon Jones didn't look good against OSP. That's something people say a lot after that the time off he had. That was the same. I think it was about 3 years. So there's that. The biggest thing with this fight is that Ciryl Gane got out grappled by Francis when Francis had shitty knees. Obviously, if I'm Jon Jones, I'm going to be wrestling Ciryl Gane. If it's a kickboxing fight, I'm choosing Ciryl Gane all day, every day. He was born into his body. What a stupid sentence that was. Basically, what I'm trying to say is he didn't have to bulk up to go to heavyweight. Jon Jones did. That's not his natural weight class. Is Jon Jones going to be able to take down Ciryl Gane? Of course he is. He took down Daniel Cormier. He's bigger. He's skilled. He's the best fighter ever. He's the most intelligent when it comes to mixed martial arts. Yes, he'll take down Ciryl Gane. That's a stupid question. People were saying that, oh, he struggled to take down Dominic Reyes. Who cares? That one fight. Styles make fights. Everything changes. If I'm Ciryl Gane, though, I'm chopping the shit out of Jon Jones's baby calves. If I'm Ciryl Gane, making it a kickboxing fight. Now, I'm Ciryl Gane. I'm making this a boring fight. I'm not getting into a firefight contest with Jon Jones. I'm point fighting him all day to 25 minutes, and I'm being first, being active, because Dominic Reyes had success against Jon Jones when he was active, when he was being first, and it was the same with Thiago Santos was the same. He chopped the shit out of Jon Jones's calves. So if you combine those, it'll be very interesting, but the game changer is going to be the ground game. If the fight gets taken down the ground, that's the biggest thing with this fight. And another thing is that Jon Jones, he has gone hit a bunch, especially in his last couple fights. And how is he going to react when he gets hit against Ciryl Gane? Is his granite chin still going to hold up against Ciryl Gane? So it's going to be really interesting, but screw all that. The prediction, why you came here, my final prediction. I think Jon Jones, he's going to get touched up. He might get a little bloody. Ciryl Gane's going to have some success on the feet, but eventually Jon Jones, he's going to take Ciryl Gane down. Francis Ngannou is taking down Ciryl Gane. Francis Ngannou is not the best wrestler. He's massive. His wrestling is improved immensely, but it's not Jon Jones. A 250-pound Jon Jones is way better than Francis Ngannou, in my opinion. Let me know if I'm wrong. You can disagree in the comments. That's why it's there. So I think he's going to take down Ciryl Gane, and just judging from how Ciryl Gane was off of his back against Francis Ngannou, didn't have really anything to offer. Defensively, wasn't able to create any crazy scrambles against Francis Ngannou, get back up to his feet. I see this fight going to the ground, and I see Jon Jones butchering Ciryl Gane with elbows, with punches. I see a similar finish to Alexander Gustafsson, Jon Jones too, that finish on the ground, but I see it against the cage for some reason. And most importantly, to find out exactly what Jon Jones is going to do after this fight to ruin his life, click this video right here and check it out and find out for yourself.